The dynamics among hotel brands provide a comprehensive look at our industry's spectrum of performance, as well as a more granular picture of the various market segments. As the hotel brand landscape becomes more and more crowded, competition escalates, and new success stories emerge. The occupancies and average rates of the multitude of hotel brands illustrates the outperformers and underperformers. Here we see the occupancies and ADRs achieved by 90 different brands in North America. For the most part, the performance of the various industry segments are well delineated. To no surprise, the traditional luxury brands garner the highest ADRs with occupancies in the low to mid 70% range. The upper-tier lifestyle brands have slightly lower room rates, but higher occupancies. Hyatt Centric captures the highest occupancy, and Andaz has the slight edge in ADR, while W leads in overall RevPAR. The traditional flagship brands cover the broadest range of performance. Loews leads in overall RevPAR, with Grand Hyatt and JW Marriott trailing. Yet, the performance levels of many second-tier full-service brands tend to fall in the mix with select service and limited service products. Among the soft brands, the Autograph, Curio, and Unbound collections sit within a fairly tight range of performance. Nevertheless, the more established luxury collection achieves the highest ADR and RevPAR among the soft brands. The upper-tier extended stay products all have similar room metrics. They all sit near 80% occupancy, with ADRs in the range of $140 to $150. The performance of the lower-tier extended stay brands are led by one of the newest entries to the segment, Home2 Suites by Hilton. Marriott TownePlace Suites has historically been the strongest performer in the segment. Although it currently possesses the lowest ADR in the group, WoodSpring Suites has one of the highest occupancies. IHG's new Even brand currently leads the select service segment, although its ADR is heavily influenced by several of its initial footprints in primary city centers. Hilton Garden Inn, Aloft, and Hotel Indigo sit in a tight race for second at the moment. Not surprisingly, Hampton Inn is the strongest performer among limited service hotels, with Fairfield Inn and Holiday Inn Express in second and third place respectively. Among the budget brands, Motel 6 leads the pack in terms of occupancy. Red Roof Inn and Quality Inn are the only other budget brands with an occupancy level above 60%. Meanwhile, American appears to be the highest ADR in the segment. Using industry RevPAR to divide the brand landscape may be indicative of investor preferences in the industry. Plotting the performance of the hotel real estate investment trusts illustrates that they all perform above the industry average, with many of them operating at levels well above most brand averages. Half of the REITs achieve occupancies in excess of 80%. The ADR ranges of the major brand houses illustrate the pricing structure among the brand families. Many of the brand umbrellas are focused on expanding and are filling gaps in the price categories they presently serve through the development of new flags and the acquisitions of established ones. Weak ADR growth continues to be a concern, particularly with some expenses outpacing revenue increases. The focal point of hotel development is clearly part of the issue. Limited service and select service brands at Hilton, IHG, and Marriott comprise a large component of the construction pipeline. Of the 10 brands with the largest project pipelines, 9 of them sit below the industry's average ADR. This will continue to weigh on the overall ADR metric in the coming years. With near-peak occupancy and constrained rate growth, industry prognosticators predict RevPAR to increase along inflationary lines in 2019, gaining between 2.3% and 2.8% year over year. The ranges estimated by the major brand companies generally lean more conservative. The REITs have a similar perspective, although a couple have rosier outlooks and several are even more cautious. The brand houses and REITs whose portfolios are weighted towards lower-tiered properties tend to possess more restrained views. Nevertheless, despite subdued expectations, it's important to point out that we anticipate 2019 RevPAR for our industry to increase for the 10th consecutive year.